From sports to culture, mental health to economics, politics, relationships, and life issues.
Sit down and catch up with Aaron 868 and Ricardo Mitchell as we have casual conversations on serious topics.
Welcome to the living room. Welcome to the living room. Welcome to the living room. Welcome to the living room.
It is now 5 p.m. Actually, no, 6 p.m. here in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know what time it is where you are, but I'm glad to know you're locked onto the true nation station WACK 90.1 FM, where we are.
You could go ahead, though, Josh. No, good.
Culture crazy.
Yeah.
I think it's lots of emphasis there.
The emphasis?
The emphasis, yeah. The emphasis didn't come in the right time, and because, you know, cadence is important in our sing-song way of speech in Trinidad and Tobago.
All right. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it over?
No, we are not.
All right, cool.
Yeah, but you see, once it loses the punch, you can't do it again. It's like you're trying to tell
Culture, trying to change the culture.
Nah. It's like if you're trying to tell a joke and you drag it on too long, and the joke loses the funniness.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hear you. But I guess this is where we kick things off as we always do. We must give thanks and praise to the Almighty for granting us the gift of life and allowing us to see another day. No matter what time of day it is, you must always
Give thanks. And since we're in the prayerful mood, I must ask you, Ricardo, just to give a quick word, because one of our Calypsonians would have had a medical emergency within the past 48 hours, and we want to send some prayers out to Darwin Greenwich, that is Pharaoh, right? We had to send some prayers out to him. I just spoke with his wife, and she said that we need to say some prayers for him. So, Ricardo, the floor is yours before we go any further into today's program.
Your Heavenly Father, we thank you for giving us the opportunity to stand with and for our brother in spirit this evening. Lord Father, you have said that where 2 or 3 are gathered, you are there in our midst, Lord. Father, we ask that you cover our brother Pharaoh. Cover him with your mercy. Cover him, Lord Father. You said that by your stripes, Lord Father, he is healed. Father, we ask that you protect his family right now in this season, Lord Father, that you grant them peace, Father, that you make available to them all the resources, the financial resources, the logistics, Lord Father, that you make available to him in this season, the best doctors, best nurses. Lord Father, let the ambulance drivers, let the people doing the prescriptions, let them be the best of the best and available to him, Lord Father. Father, we ask that in this season, that you know how long the life you have planned for him is, Lord, and that you will intervene accordingly, Lord Father, to correct that, to maintain it as you see fit. Father, in this season, we just ask that you lift up our brother, Lord, that he has the peace in you, Lord, that surpasses all understanding, and that even in a season like this, Lord, that there will be things to give thanks for and a testimony of praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Right, we just had to make sure and do that to start off the program. We couldn't do that in the middle or in the end. We had to make sure and start off because Pharaoh is one which is there not just to the cultural landscape of Trinidad and Tobago, but also to WACK. All right. Now, with that being said, we must say thank you to those that went before us, and we are not just talking about our ancestors, the original inhabitants of Trinidad and Tobago, because we all know, reiterate, and the state will be chess that Columbus died, but also talk about the music Tony, is either Tony P or Tony D this week, and where we got the P and the D. We have 2 other people in the room today, so I'll take a P and a D.
Well, the P is for prayers for Pharaoh.
There are 2 P's, so we can take that.
The one part. Mm-hmm.
And the D.
Destiny. Yeah.
Was that the I know we all 3 of us are God-fearing men in the room here today. Is that the message coming out from Resurrection Sunday or Easter Sunday?
Well, if you understand, even with Christ, it's similar in the message that all things work together for good for those that love the Lord, and
Sorry.
understanding that process matters, but also it doesn't matter what situation we're in as long as we allow God to lead us and we walk in His step, all will be good.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Well, it has been a season, and a season of change, a season of progress, a season of self-reflection, a season of wanting better, a season of some persons doing better. But all in all, it has been a season of life. And life is there to live.
You know, and I'm not even going to argue that, Aaron. I do want to acknowledge that even in life and in the living of life, there are some things that we have to deal with and overcome. Right? Just up to Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, WAC did the fundraiser, the emergency fundraiser, right, for David Matthews.
Who was there?
Right? Now, not unfortunately, I could not be there, but I was in a blessed place, man. Our church had communion. He also stands for dedication. We have the youngest member of our church being dedicated into the family. Joash,
Yes,
you were there.
Blood nephew, you know.
Oh, as well. Then if his son had what a son and then say something.
No. Not yet.
In a week, I missed plenty, you know.
Yeah, it was quite a week, Mr. Williams, and not a bad week to not be in the country either. Trinidad has been wild over the past 7 days.
Yeah. A lot has been happening.
Yeah, and I'm all too glad to start this episode with prayer because, Aaron,
Hello.
it's been a week.
I tried my best for the last week to be off of social media and actually enjoy vacation.
Mm-hmm.
There were moments where some things did come across, not because I tried to stay off social media, but my WhatsApp feed. So some persons would have shared articles. Actually, the last week, the Wi-Fi would have tried to share more news articles with me. So I was able to read news articles without the bias of the comments.
Fair.
So, with that being said, I did see some things, but I tried my best to not take on anything.
Okay.
Friday night, I was in the station on air for the Friday Night Live, and I see a message come up in one of the groups about a fatal accident at the opening of the cycling this weekend.
Oh yes, that was the cycling at the Skinner Park in San Fernando. I said that. Condolences to the family of the cyclists.
And to the fraternity at large, apparently he was a pillar.
Well,
of the community.
I saw he was in the masters category. He was cycling. So
40 to 49.
But still very unfortunate, and you wouldn't expect something like that at a facility, especially as it's a new facility as well. So I'm not sure what exactly is the issue that caused the accident, if it was something that was avoidable. But with a sport like that, crashes happen. I really wouldn't expect that such a fatal accident could occur.
Okay.
So,
the investigation apparently remains ongoing. So we will just leave that part of that there.
I don't like the iron, so not me on court close. I am just staying well out of that until there's a conclusion reported.
Yeah.
On a letterhead.
On a letterhead.
That we could put this in the screen somewhere to show people like what we have been doing recently.
Because ain't nobody looking for that cold room email. Listen,
Right.
Aaron,
Yes,
you
sir.
look, rain, April showers, brother man. Rain,
Brother man,
stop
just now,
falling.
stop, brother man. Where I am, rain falling then. Rain fell whole weekend. From
Okay.
last week Wednesday straight up to Sunday.
The rain now. Wait, last week Wednesday.
Yeah.
You were lucky because everywhere is sun and bushfire.
I like that combo.
That's a terrible combo to like area. No, that's true.
Brother man, compared to 12 degrees and 14 degrees weather.
But that way, just neck button up.
Yes, I just came from outside and the weather, it was 20, but it feels like 16.
Wind chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now I in front of my last school here and it cuts in here and it cuts in.
You clean it.
Yeah.
Nothing beats the breeze of a recently cleaned Lasco fan on speed 3.
That's true.
That's right. Struggling to keep my eyes open right now.
Nah, but really and truly, guys, the weather around the world has been interesting. Because you see in certain reports in Europe of a red sky and things like that. So we just had to be vigilant and stay abreast of the weather in your region, because we know WAC has listeners all over the place.
All over the world. We'll get to the point, Aaron, that we're in space and all kind of thing. That's not where you're going. You're not on the Artemis right now.
No,
Because
sir.
all I'm saying is you haven't been in studio for 7 to 10 days, maybe a little more, and there's a space shuttle going to the moon. So it's a kind of Bruce Wayne, Batman kind of thing.
Well,
No, I was just saying, if that's the case, you can let us know, you know.
I
You
realize.
can invite anything, you know. You
I
just go.
realize what's going on here since last week. Like you both had it out for me.
You both.
Yeah, you both had it out for me because you actually were in the room when it was taking place. So you both had it out for me. Yeah, guilty by association.
Hey,
If it
but
wasn't
Ricardo,
there, your name couldn't call.
Exactly, and that's a real good principle that our elders taught us. If you're not there, your name can't call.
Aaron, when you're coming back from the moon, you bring in tamarind ball and sugar cake and thing.
I have so many theories I could talk about with that moon thing, but I will just say, you know what? Where I am doesn't have tamarind ball. We don't have Benny ball. We don't have Benny stick. We don't have anything like that. You know what I could bring back for you? Some Tabasco sauce.
Tabasco sauce.
Yeah.
Is that how to say that out there?
I don't even know, brother man. Everybody talking normal here.
No
But I-
draw?
Nah, but what I will say though, what I've enjoyed while on this vacation, manners is great. Like everybody's greeting everybody. You could be just walking on the side of the road and the people will pass and see and wave at you.
They probably recognize it from the living room.
I don't feel so. And there's also a great sense of community as well, where there's a lot of family get-togethers over the Easter weekend here.
Yeah.
So it as much as I'm not home, I felt like I was at home.
Yeah. You know, I saw this weekend that I felt was dying. Some of the Easter Sunday family days held by community
Different
groups and
communities.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some of them, and I know, like in recent times, I was, kind of looking back and saying, "Wait, this real dying." But I enjoyed that as a kid. But I'm glad to see that some groups are deciding to do things like that, even in Point 14 today. And it's not really necessarily the government hosting something, yeah, people in the community coming together and doing things. So some things are also some commercial based stuff, but people are doing creating activity for family enjoyment and community development.
And that's great. And I'm happy that you mentioned that you're seeing it in Point 14 as well, because I would have seen last week in one of the news articles that I would have read that the mayor and other aldermen within the borough of Point 14 are calling for community groups, businesses, corporate Trinidad and Tobago to aid with the funding of the Borody celebrations. So if we could do it for community gatherings and sports, let's see if we could do it for Borody. And Borody is not just the Juve and the Pan and the Fete. It is have sporting events, it has cultural events, it has pageants. There are many other events that make up Borody. So if you're not into sponsoring a Fete or the party part of it, sponsor pageants, sponsor a small goal competition, sponsor the Pan competition, but the bomb tune competition. There are many aspects that make up a festival here in Trinidad and Tobago. And we have seen over Carnival as well, where Carnival is not just Monday and Tuesday on the road. There are Carlo, don't do with that. You went to many things which were not pet and gallantry over the Carnival season.
A lot. Yeah.
So, with that,
my chin still hurting from when the boy hit my all kind of thing.
I feel as that it probably slip on your way to the ring or something, but it's cool. Until you decide the way to the guile.
A little bit again, I say it's spirit last year, but anyway. But you're right, there's a lot more to culture than just the wine and jam aspects, particularly case in point, the success of the Flavor Village, right? The success of the John Cupid Carnival Village. It was there were the Camberley reenactments, Juves all over the country, even places I didn't know had Juve.
I genuinely knew Barrack had a Juve, but I didn't know it was that big.
I didn't expect that.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel next year I might hit a little church camp for the weekend or something.
It's up to you.
Just saying.
Church camp does be vibes, you know. I can relax, you know. Church camp does be vibes.
I was saying.
Yeah. And my favorite time of the year, I didn't go in a little while, but church camp is man. Huh?
You usually hosting church camp and them kind of thing by now. What do you mean going?
Yeah. All that is going on. The environment is just good, you know.
There's a difference between going to and hosting a.
Still in that era.
True.
And for the numerous buffs that I have received and talking tos I've received from Ricardo, you have to use words in their proper context and don't allow people to insinuate what the word's supposed to mean.
All right. You're right.
All right, well, that is it. The Aaron definitely went to space. This is a alien portal. This is a alien portal returning to the era. Alien 868.
No, that's what happens when that's what happens when they get rest.
You just say I was right about something.
That is what happens when you get rest.
Like, Father, help your children.
No, but really and truly, as that came up, one of the things which I genuinely made the real effort to come here today to talk about is the importance of rest. No, because we have to accept that rest is an important part of the cycle.
I feel attacked.
Even in the Bible.
My lips full.
Even in the Bible, Cardo, and you could pull the scripture verse because I know you're good at that. There's a time to sow the seed and there's a time to rest.
Yes.
Ecclesiastes business.
Right. Mm-hmm. So rest is important. So I do hope that over the long weekend, the listeners of Back 90.1 FM, the living room, and also the wider community of Trinidad and Tobago and the world, amidst the revelry, you took the time to do 3 things. 1, remember the reason for this weekend. 2, spend some time with some family or some friends catching up. And 3, rest.
I'll take that. I did not so sure that I didn't do as much work as I would have normally done. So there was a different type of rest. It was an active rest. I did spend time with family. Oh my gosh, like when I mean family, Sunday was family from start to finish. Monday was family from start to finish. What I can't remember much about Saturday. Saturday was alright too. Hey, big up Massey, Marabella. Yeah, there was as a community thing, right? There was a bouncy castle and some kids events and that kind of thing. Shout out to Maharajan Mutulan's association. They had Saturday evening, Sunday evening. Sunday evening they had Easter, a community Easter thing for the kids as well too. So I'm just saying that there was reflection, because I went to church. I actually got the opportunity to share some gospel with people about the significance of Christ on the cross, right? So it felt good to minister, to evangelize, like in these small ways. I got to spend time with family, got to spend time in community, be rested. I didn't work. Right? So maybe in my mind, I don't recognize that, rest could be a thing that you do with other people around you. I don't know.
I got to mention about that. Like, sometimes there's a level of active rest in terms of taking a break from what you usually do. So like today, I got a chance to play pickleball for the first time. And it was a form of rest, that breaking cycle to do something enjoyable and, But at the same time, I feel like if you're real fighting to try and figure out how you really did have rest, but you really didn't have rest. So how you feel, just be real with yourself. If you're different, I can't tell you had rest or not rest, but you think about it. So
Now the thing is, active rest is a real thing because Josh, I know you're a man into the sport and stuff like that, and active recovery is a real aspect of recovery. So working less could be viewed as rest, but also the break from the cycle, as you said, Josh, in terms of if you spend more time with family as opposed to being behind a device or you working, it's active rest.
Correct. So that's good. Yeah.
So to contradict my previous statement where I gave Cardo kudos for him being correct in something, now we have to use the term rest interchangeably. That rest is relative, because rest to me is not rest to Ricardo. Rest to Ricardo is not rest to Joash. And rest to any of us is not rest to anybody who listening to this program right now.
And doubles is not restaurant.
But man, the second thing I wanted to come here and say, Cardo, I eat not Saturday gone, the Saturday before.
What? That's gonna be something I'm allergic to, because that will definitely confirm that you're alien part.
Crawfish.
Soda, big mop, block, whatever your alien name is. What you do with Aaron? Because I know Aaron Williams is allergic to shellfish.
And you know what I had this Saturday gone?
Visit to the hospital.
Fried alligator.
What?
Well, alligator no shell. So you just having that today?
I came on vacation with the intent that I was going to try new things. And in the trying new things, I must say, thanks to the Wi-Fi for ensuring that I'm trying new things and making sure that even though I'm not comfortable doing it, that it's not something I'm willingly doing it.
The Wi-Fi real strong over there.
The real strong word, brother man. So with that being said, so I tried the crawfish is the smallest the small ones, crawfish, I think, or crayfish. Right, and at 3, the meat was probably like this big. And I survived, to tell the tale.
You just had to follow that up by eating fried caiman.
I actually went on alligator tour on Saturday.
Alligator tour?
Yeah. and then went to a restaurant that serves fried alligator.
That was linked or that just
No, it just happened. The quote, like Clinton said, it just happened.
happened.
It just happened. Yeah.
But fried alligator, I didn't think about that.
Neither did I.
If
brother, man.
it tastes good, maybe you could try it with some Cayman here. I never had Cayman before. Is it okay to eat Cayman in Trinidad and Tobago?
I will not say yes or no, however, I will say, from the two I learned that they are trying to rehabilitate or rehabilitate the alligator population, and they are breeding the alligators on their own as well, as in addition to that of the natural birth process.
Yeah.
And I might know of a place, of a restaurant that offers Cayman off the menu. So that definitely not talking on air. But Josh, we can sort it out. When is that?
We could do some research.
But then again, hunting season is closed in Trinidad and Tobago. And I think it is past the point where you are supposed to have wild meat within your refrigerator or your possession. So, do with that information what you need.
No, like I don't know nothing about nothing.
Just thought I should put that back out there. But yeah, also a part of it is don't be afraid to try new things. And if you do have allergies, work with a Puritan. Or your EpiPen.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't really
but-
have. But
I see the thing with the fire that is having Trinidad. I'm getting him right now. Is
Bush fire?
shellfish. Well, not shellfish.
Oysters?
Oysters, yes. That you'll ever have that?
No, brother man.
Because the majority of my life, well, my life short. Well, I live in a short life than not there. But I hadn't had oysters, and then when I'm a veteran of a different ethnic background, encouraged me, say, I paying for it, you had to try this. And I did, and I really enjoyed it. It was kind of new to me, but it was something that I would encourage you all to try. Period.
Nah, I invented that far. I taking it in steps.
You know, say, try new things.
I taking it in steps.
Okay.
So this weekend I might try something else new.
yeah, you know what? I am on this weekend in particular. I supporting eating our national birds, right? KFC and Royal Castle. There's the two national birds.
Bro,
KFC and Royal Castle.
Yeah, get me straight there.
I get rest.
Listen, whatever price on this was priceless, right? But give me my fried chicken, please, right? Royal KFC and Royal Castle, because
Nah,
this weekend,
we gotta try something, Ricardo.
I ain't afraid. I'm not afraid. I just know not the oyster life, right? I've tried new things, sushi. You know, there was a point where I say I fry eating raw fish, it coming from a tin.
You like
No.
chowins?
No, I like chow because I'm a neighbors. Yeah, big up, I know.
Is it sauce?
No,
Okay.
but I'm a night bougie, you know. Like, I grew up in the suburbs of San Fernando, you know. I'm from Marbella, you know.
And where are you from?
You
Nani
from the village?
siblings? Right?
You, right? But my suburbs were suburbs. My suburbs were suburbish than yours.
Alright.
My suburbs have suburbs.
Okay.
Big up Gopalat. Right?
From the suburbs.
The suburbs, man. Right? Suburbs. No, I ain't like my neighbor had a lot, and the line is like at the end of the street. I just say I'm a little more street than people give me credit for. But that house life has never house fanning. Like I go to see something real controversial.
And a
So,
big sauce fan, I think.
well, it beard, man.
What was that? Let me hear you.
Nah, you see that whole we could make it if we try food. My ancestors went through a lot that I didn't have to eat chicken foot. You understand?
With that being said, I am signing out from this edition of the video. I think my Wi-Fi was dipping.
I'm sorry. Right. But Claudette and Irvin Mitchell worked too hard for me to voluntarily ask for a cup of chicken foot. Not answer.
No, but I support that to the Ricardo, because why? Why are we eating? And the chicken foot don't have no meat, it's just skin.
Cuticles. Skin and cuticles. No,
Like,
sir.
Make no sense.
If you had to cut the claws off, I good. I do even. I sorry, right? People just have a favorite part of the chicken. Give me wings, I'll eat them. Give me thighs, I'll eat them. Right? Give me neck if you G right, I go eat it. But don't give me no foot. Don't give me no foot. I don't know foot. But I eat fish back. I good. I real good. And I know people go that life, but
I love
before the listeners are now come for me, I'm just saying. They could go. Don't get time. These work listeners do business when the time come to defend in the culture. But I didn't. Thanks. While this thing I will eat is a runaway chicken. I did. And not the foot. Up to the drumstick. Up to the chicken knee, I eat it.
We culture, as you say culture, and work listeners common fare. So, as we talk about culture and food, what would you say is the national dish of Trinidad and Tobago? That big.
That's an interesting one.
I don't think we have one national dish. We have numerous national dishes. So, pilau,
Yeah.
doubles and roti. I'll class that as one.
Doubles and roots.
Yeah. Doubles, roti, pilau. There's one other that I always put in this list, doubles, roti, pilau.
Big and shark.
Big, nah.
Done. Let me just be around. Look at the foods that you tell people that they have to try when they visit Trinidad. They have to jam a doubles, right? They have to eat bacon shark. They have to eat roti. Pilau. It has so many variants of pilau across the world. Yeah, our pilau has something. But I wouldn't even tell somebody that I have to try pilau.
True.
And why is it? Believe it or not, the two national birds is also our national food. KFC and Royal Castle.
But man,
I think you need to stop with that, Ricardo.
you trying to get this program cancelled. I realize that.
Yeah.
But Royal Castle pepper is a national
Treasure.
icon. It's a national treasure.
Correct. But as you was talking about it, I would say you see that roti. For sure.
I have no
had
problem
to be
giving
one of them.
roti the national food of Trinidad and Tobago. Our roti.
We know that.
I mean, I just said my birthday is coming up. One of the joys of my birthday is that Aaron tries as best as possible to give me a roti within some 3 to 6 months of my birthday.
3 to 6 months. Wow.
Yeah. Although I think last year he dropped I put a roti on my birthday, and I think we took a picture as proof.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, that was a real thing. We'll
That's
double check.
done.
But yeah, but interesting. That's a good question. But before I ask you why I asked that, Aaron, being outside and seeing the way that food is treated, what do you think people think our national food is? Different question.
I can't answer that question. However, I will say that they do enjoy our cooking.
They mentioned having any particular meals or dishes.
No, they just enjoy the amount, the spices and the flavoring that we add to our foods.
We'll shut up at the end time then.
Anyway, yeah.
Royal Castle pepper.
Nah, I don't have any of that. We have booties.
Burties is well on its way to becoming a national.
Yeah,
Maybe not
big
a
up.
treasure like Royal Castle pepper, but they're definitely gonna get our war.
But bigger booty, whoever he is, wherever booty stand.
Nah,
Where
but
would
our ketchup appreciated as well. Matu's ketchup from Trinidad, right?
I think so.
I think so. Yeah.
Right. The ketchup is get outside don't really taste like that at all. It's too sour. And
I agree with you.
Yeah, it's hard.
yeah, so we had to appreciate that because the ketchup here, that is real ketchup.
You know there are places that does make ketchup from pumpkin, right? It's not just tomato ketchup. Yeah. I just saying, I am a wealth of knowledge, guys. Take advantage. But well, Josh, where that food question come from?
You're hungry.
Your belly pulling.
Yeah, I didn't start a food talk. We was talking about Aaron and his travels and what he has been trying. But just earlier this week, I was also on a podcast with our national footballer, Asher James. And he talks with how we were having a little argument. Not argument, but discussion about which is better in terms of pilau or roti, to be honest. So that kind of correlates with what we were speaking about. And I'm glad to know that most of us, or all of us, really love roti and appreciate it as much as I do. But I know...
Yeah, I don't think I appreciate roti more than Cardo.
But he's younger than me too, so I have the advantage of more time.
As you mentioned age, I had a bone to pick with both of y'all.
Just no, let the man finish, Aaron. Let him finish.
Yeah, let him finish.
Yeah, let him finish,
But,
Aaron.
but also, Aaron has... I don't know if to attack him now, but the entire night...
Do it now.
He's been very legalistic about his approach and responses to different things. So he kind of made sure he weighed on all sides, you know. He said there's no one particular national food or any kind of thing, but it's okay to have your opinion on Iran. So, but I appreciate the fact that you care about roti and showed some sort of appreciation for it.
Yeah, Aaron. Pick a
Now
side.
you can
Aaron.
attack us. Now you can attack us.
First and foremost, let's categorically state this. It's not about picking a side or being correct and covering all bases. I enjoy a good roti as much as anybody else. However, due to the fact that I'm trying to eat healthier since the start of this year, roti has not been something in my diet.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I've had a record of having
Four
had
rotis in a
curry.
day.
Yeah, I had 4 rotis. I had curry 5 meals in a row already. Five meals in a row.
Five.
5 meals in a row, curry. And to be fair to myself, I was alternating between bus-up shot and dal curry. Right? I can't choose between the two. And it does put your body through a lot of work in terms of, you know, the digestion, the starch. It's a carb heavy food, right? What I've learned that it is healthier for me if I'm having a roti to eat half of the roti in one sitting and then have the other half in another sitting. Versus
How
eating
far
the,
apart are the sit-ins?
that's none of your business, Aaron. That's none of your business. All right?
Because you could change seats on the same table and
How
it could
far-
be a different sit-in.
half hour is more than enough time between sittings, right? He's more big man. Pass
you
it out,
say so.
please.
You probably had some sit-ins at the table, sittings in a different room.
Nah, but really and truly, roti, I do love a good roti. With that being said, the bone to pick with both of you all now. Last week, somebody who is in this room with us right now would have made mention of the fact that we need that of the age ladder.
Somebody in the room.
Somebody in the room talking about the fact that I getting higher on this ladder.
Yeah.
Let the record show that whoever made that claim is the highest person on this ladder.
Wow.
No me recuerdo. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
Wow.
yeah,
Why you
Right.
living in the past? That sound like something somebody your age might do here. Why you can just let it go?
do I look like Elsa?
So we're not gonna talk about the time you had on the blue dress.
The what?
No? Alright. Let's move along. I'm sure there's already people signed up for this. There's already people. I know this.
Please do, because I don't know where you were going with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking about people wearing, Joash, I couldn't help but notice your name on the jersey. And if I'm not mistaken, that looked like a massive Prayers prefect badge monogram.
Bro, you have to make out. You gotta make out my jersey, so. Yes, there's a Prayers prefect monogram on the jersey. It's years since I leave Prayers, so. But it's one of the jerseys that holds dear to me. So as long as it's still wearable, I'll keep wearing it.
Yeah. Oh, geez. On a bit of a sober note, condolences to the friends and family of Krishna.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah. Like my positive but
Yeah, he passed away this weekend, and he retired actually last month.
so yeah.
Yeah, a month ago.
I'm glad he actually retired though. He's, and they did something very special for him. I see him walking through.
Walking on the covered way.
Yeah.
He get the honor guard. Yeah.
Now, Krishna was a pillar
He deserved that.
to Perez. I think Krishna would have been there in Ricardo's days.
Oh, most definitely.
He was there in my days, and he was there in Joash's days as well. I just wanted to just show the difference in days now.
Yeah.
Wow,
See,
we
that
were
we
having,
talk. So
we were having a
since we're
moment.
talking about the ladder,
You're
we were-
separate from
exactly.
Show you that.
Of course.
we were having a ladder, and you know what? In true school days fashion, a playful memory, a little playful banter, just to take the edge off the moment. That's part of where we came from. Krishna, thank you for your service, and as a reminder, guys. This is how I normally close, but I just throw it in to emphasize why the hourglass is opaque. We don't know how much time remains. Like, he retired at the beginning of March, and he passed away at the beginning of April.
Right,
So let's not take any day for granted.
and since we're talking about not taking things for granted as well, somebody that we would have spoken about previously, but in this edition of the living room, they would have retired, I think, like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago. And then to have this medical emergency now. It life be life in.
Without your permission.
Right here now. Because I look at I'm in a group that shares a lot of information about road accidents and things like that. And the amount of road traffic accidents that I have been seeing in that group recently, seeing some of the videos of some of these accidents, it's really disheartening to see. Some persons would have been innocently driving and somebody behind them come and hit them.
And it happens easily in terms of sometimes with the skidding, so people need to be careful about the way they drive. I actually heard of the loss of someone who, a close family member of someone that I know, and I saw the accident. So you never know. So it felt like, wow, it could be closer and closer to somebody you know. Some
Right.
people actually experience losing people close to them. So we have to be careful about how we carry about ourselves. And the last episode I was talking about when you're driving, you're not driving for yourself alone, but you drive for other persons as well. Be mindful. It's not just you on the road, it's other persons as well. And just had a try.
Right, it do be easy once you hit the black carpet. You are, as you said, rightly said, Josh, you're not responsible for you alone. You are responsible for all the drivers on the nation's roads. Because, let me put it this way, I recall, I think it was probably 6 or 7, probably 8 years ago, there was an accident. One accident caused the world of gridlock in South Trinidad. I think it was a gas tank or something crashed on the highway, and the entirety of South Trinidad was under gridlock. And as a result of that one accident, there were many other smaller accidents out of people just being impatient around it.
Yeah.
So the cascading effect of life is a serious thing as well.
While you all have spoken about driving, I definitely want to point out that the pedestrians, guys, don't feel that all you don't have a part to play in this as well. Right? There have been a number of casualties with people attempting to cross highways, major multi-lane roads. All right, guys, come on. It might be discomforting to make the little walk down to where the crosswalks are, but listen, I don't think it have anything to ruin somebody's day, like bouncing somebody trying to cross the highway, because you're literally minding your business and somebody walks into your vehicle, right? Now that's one part of it. But pedestrians on the everyday note, if you have your earbuds in, leave one side out now, so you could hear things like car horns, vehicles approaching. You know, if you try to walk on the side of the road facing the oncoming traffic, right? And how about we just take our eyes off the cell phone while we walk in? How that sound? Because vehicles reversing out of car parks and all them kind of thing, and you oblivious. Anyway, Mr. Williams, I see you have a hand raised.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that the thing pick up my hand raising.
Remember, you have good Wi-Fi, so.
Oh, yeah, but for once, and I agree with you, Ricardo, but I will amend it. If you are walking on the side of the road, don't have no headphones in the ears. Because you need to be aware.
Yeah.
Guys, as plain as it is, don't have no headphones in the ears. And if you're on a call, hold up the phone and go on speakerphone. Nobody really care to listen to you.
I detest the use of speakerphone in public spaces.
Taxis particularly.
You didn't reach that age yet?
I loathe overhearing your conversation in the bank, in the grocery, in the taxi. I am bored.
No, again, I understand that point. But why I'm saying it is, if you are walking in the road, sometimes having the phone up to your ears, it takes away that split-second reaction from you.
And as Ricardo was saying earlier, in terms of the highways, most of the places where persons are crossing and there have been accidents, there are walkovers nearby.
But in 400 feet or 400 meters.
And I personally, I like crossing walkovers. I don't know if them never cross it in their life, but if you up there nice to me, I just take pictures, videos. The breezes be nice, but I'm not trying to overly exaggerate. But for me, sometimes crossing the walkover, I would stop, watch the cars passing, take a little video, post it on Instagram, finish crossing, and go about my day.
Well, yeah, I could understand that. I understand, and I like that way of it. It's a better way to. You know, they always say every day you should try to make 10,000 steps.
Yeah.
Add some steps.
The exercise is a good approach, yeah.
A little inconvenience.
Yeah.
It's to save your life.
Speaking of steps, must give kudos going out to the San Fernando City Corporation and by extension, Councillor Nigam Joseph.
Nigam, boy.
And all the persons who would have sponsored the projects, that project of the repainting and rehabilitation of the 100 steps or the 144 steps in San Fernando. Right? There are many sponsors, there are many entities that came together to make that happen. I think the Rahamons family, Hideout Signs, I think I saw Ria and Dexter Bailey.
I see Aaron.
Aaron Kalicharan, and the numerous volunteers who would have come out on Monday to help paint the steps. Paint the railing, sorry. I think I see Auntie Jackie outside there too.
What the road?
So to everybody who made that improvement possible, kudos to y'all.
But you realize how many different community initiatives we've been seeing, right? I really like to see that in the country, and I want to encourage persons to continue doing that. It's not always about, yes, you need to live in, make money, do different things, but care about your community, care about those around you, care about, not just making an impact for yourself and your family alone, but
giving back.
Yeah, give back.
Giving back is very important, and we do our part to give back in the living room by giving our space or sharing our space with groups who have a message to share.
Yeah.
We ask you, the listeners, to do your part in giving back, in sometimes giving an ear to a group which you may not have been privy to know about. Because everybody's want to say, well, I give back, but sometimes you have to give back in spaces where it's a little different. So I may not be inclined in certain spaces, but you know what? You give back in terms of giving that person a space to talk about it.
Yeah.
Or lending assistance is like, hey, send me a thing, I'll share it. Because it takes nothing to share somebody's venture or somebody's effort on social media.
Correct.
And Ricardo coming now with some form of
Yeah. Guys, for Daniel DeSant Thomas. Yeah. Daniel DeSant Thompson.
That is our resident fighter.
Yeah. Right. In Mexico. I keep calling him Thomas. It's Daniel DeSant Thompson. Right. The flavors without borders, Trinidad and Tobago and Mexico. There's a barbecue fundraiser supporting the Olympic dream on the road to 2028.
Right.
April the 11th, Trinidad and Tobago, $60 from 12 to 3 p.m. at 6A Calcutta Street, St. James. All right. Let me see if I can pull up a number here. I'm not seeing a number, but yeah, you can reach out to Daniel DeSant Thompson. Right, he's on social media. He's on Facebook. Definitely check it out on Facebook and message him to get your tickets. Right, to show some interest, even if it's to buy a ticket and pay it forward for somebody else. But let's support our bro out in Mexico.
Or just buy a ticket to donate.
Yeah.
If you can.
Right, you could follow his Patreon as well, and you could become a subscriber and support him that way. You could purchase t-shirts, but he's not sitting around waiting for handouts. He's doing these things to raise the funds
on his own as well,
to
which
support
is
his
good.
stream. Right. One more thing I want to do before I ask you guys for your final words. Happy birthday, Savvy. Happy birthday, Savvy. Savvy don't let her shift pass. She don't let her shift pass without calling and blessing us or making sure that we reach home safe. Savvy, God bless you. Many, many more. Right? May his favor pour over you. And happy birthday to the most beautiful Marabellian in the world, the most beautiful Trini in the world, the most beautiful woman in the world. You know who you are. I ain't gonna say nothing else because you're like, oh my gosh, because you're not looking for all that shine up. But who needs to know? Right? Happy birthday, God bless you. And yeah.
Give me steps on.
I was doing the hands because of apparently that's why I just command attention. But I am going to sign out and hand over to you guys. This is Ricardo Mitchell, the social stage on the global stage. Thank you for joining us in the living room. As I said before, the hourglass is opaque. We don't know how much time remains, so what are we doing? Be good and stay safe. Joash, thanks for joining us. Aaron didn't even give us the cue that we were perilously close. But listen,
But I'm on,
the talk was
vacation,
nice.
so time means nothing to me.
Time is relative.
I didn't
Yeah.
say that time means nothing to me.
I get you, but I appreciate you guys. Aaron, thanks for taking time out of your vacation to kick it with us.
Thanks to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, thanks to the Wi-Fi, right? Yeah. So, Aaron, Josh,
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah, I just want to take this opportunity as well to highlight that it's also World Autism Awareness Month. So let's also engage and raise awareness and acceptance for those that are part of families that either have persons diagnosed with autism, or families that bear and have to support others with autism, so that us as a society work together and try to raise awareness and support each other in the process. But yes, this is Joash Webb with your web of influence, always here to help you and share with you. As long as you hear my voice, I hope you connect others to the source that I share.
Hey, when you see what has happened, when you give people a little room to grow, Aaron. Stop fighting hearties, Aaron. Stop fighting hearties. Hey, Josh, maybe we could get autism to join us next week to discuss.
Because I'm not going to say, if you can't get that, you all could go ahead, because I think next week I'm going back on a hiatus again. To return the following Friday.
Your name will call.
Friday Night Live. What's up?
Your name will still call.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
Whether you're here or not.
Right? But I do want to say I feel so good knowing that the years of training, the years of doing this show, that I could actually take a vacation and not blink an eye or have to turn back and see or look to know that the quality of the living room remains in good hands. So I want to say a special thank you to Ricardo, and by extension to you, Joash, for holding down the fort and keeping the quality up of the casual conversations on serious topics. And as I always end, I remind you that quality is my code. I tell you that love is the currency, so spend some today. Let somebody know you love them, guys. Friday, Ricardo will be back in for the Friday Night Line. This week, last week in the Tribute 30s, I had Karina Ashe. This Tuesday, I'm going to have Johnny King. Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Yeah, I try and even though on vacation to make sure and still keep the consistency of the Tribute 30s. Right? Remember, if you are looking for them, just go on Google or whatever platform you search on and search hashtag Tribute 30. Trust me, it's the easiest way to find it. And it will show you all the various ways that you can find it or listen to it. And it will also give you a brief info if you choose the AI mode.
So this is hashtag TRIBUTE30.
Yeah.
All right.
Really easy, right? Mr. Desmond is up next with the big band, so keep it locked to the true nation station WACK 90.1 FM. And just remember, we are no holidays again until the end of May.
Or will they survive?
Or will we survive? Keep it locked, guys.